Hey, what's up guys? BoHD here from PhoneDog.com. Today we're gonna be talking about Sony and Microsoft's upcoming new consoles, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, which are expected to be released in late 2020. We've known what the Xbox Series X has looked like for several months now, but just last week, Sony revealed what the PS5 looks like. And that's really what's prompted me to make this video, to share my thoughts on both the consoles, but especially the PS5, and just how these consoles are positioned in mid-2020 with, obviously lots of details still missing. So first and foremost, just jumping right into this, the looks. The Xbox Series X consists of a rectangular black box with a disk drive off to the bottom left-hand corner, while the PS5, it looks like a black internet modem with two white plastic fins on either side. The standard model, it features a disk drive, while the digital edition features no disk drive. Basically, the Xbox Series X is gonna be a lot more stealthy. It's gonna be able to fit in a TV stand a lot more comfortably. The PS5 definitely is the more stylish console though. By definition, it has the most flair. It is literally the most stylish. The two-toned black and white color scheme and just that curved out casing will make this thing stand out a lot more. For better or worse, some people will like that, some people won't. I gotta say, I personally do like the looks of the PS5 better for these reasons. It's not for everyone, but the PS5 digital edition, it's the best looking next-gen console. But obviously looks are only like that much of the entire scope of what these consoles can do and why people are gonna buy them, especially if the console is gonna be in a closet where nobody can see it, looks don't really matter too much. So in terms of performance, both consoles pack custom AMD silicon based on leading Zen 2 processor architecture, flanked by a Navi-based GPU. Both have SSDs and ray tracing support alongside 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory as RAM. The Series X does have the edge in performance though, as it features a slightly higher clocked processor, and the GPU can output 12.155 teraflops of power, GPU power, as opposed to the PS5's 10.28 teraflops of power. The PS5 may make up for that with its slightly speedier custom NVMe SSD. So performance between the two is essentially a wash. Obviously, we can't declare a winner right now because there's just so few details and like actual gameplay and benchmarks with these two consoles in mid-2020, but at least on paper, it's a wash. These consoles are just neck and neck in terms of performance. Now, both consoles will feature improved, updated controllers, but the biggest refresh will be made to the PlayStation 4's DualShock 4 controller. The new DualSense controller, it features a more ergonomic look, kind of similar to the Xbox One controller we have here, and a two-toned design that matches the looks of the PS5 console. The buttons apparently have improved haptics and triggers that provide feedback around tailored scenarios. It features USB-C for wired connectivity and for charging. It features an improved integrated speaker and longer lasting battery life. So all very good things. Also, the light bar on the front of the PS4 controllers, well, that's been removed to save some battery life, and the share button now is called the create button. So not a big difference there, but we also have an integrated microphone allowing players to chat without a headset. So that's really cool. Definitely the biggest improvements in the controllers will be with the PS5. The Series X brings a new controller, but the improvements are a lot more marginal. We have a new dedicated share button to allow fast video and screenshot capturing and sharing, mimicking the feature that was popularized by the PS4's DualShock controller. We also have a new hybrid D-pad and textured trigger grips. It might be slightly smaller than the current Xbox controller too, and while it's expected to feature USB Type-C on the back and get rid of this micro USB charging cable, it's still expected to take AA batteries, although rechargeable battery packs will still be compatible. But it's just crazy to me that AA batteries are still relevant in 2020 and will continue to be relevant until the next-gen consoles. Now, as for games, arguably the most important category, the reason why people are gonna pick one console over the other, Both companies have had events highlighting new games coming to their consoles. Some of the confirmed games coming to the Xbox Series X include Halo Infinite, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Forza Motorsport 8. Other Xbox Game Studios projects remain in the early stages of development, including Everwild and Playground Games' new RPG. And some games from third-party developers include Assassin's Creed's Valhalla, Bright Memory Infinite, and Medium and Scorn, two upcoming horror experiences exclusive to the Xbox Series X. It's not even coming to the Xbox One. It's just going straight to Xbox Series X. Now, at Sony's PS5 games event last week, Sony teased over 24 upcoming PS5 games, giving the PS5 the edge in the games department. Some of the games include Gran Turismo 7, there's a new Ratchet and Clank, which I'm super excited for, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Bethesda's Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo. Both consoles will feature support for various third-party titles like Cyberpunk 2077, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, GTA 5, Hitman 3, and of course NBA 2K21. Probably the game I'm most looking forward to, let's be honest. That's all I play these days is NBA 2K. But I think it's fair to say, as far as exclusives go, the PS5 has the Xbox Series X beat. There's really no comparison thus far in mid-2020. So those are some of the most important categories of the next-gen consoles, but obviously there's gonna be a bunch more details, clarifications, and features that have yet to be made public. For example, one area that will really dictate which console I purchase personally will be with game streaming. Both Sony and Microsoft have plans to unveil cloud game streaming. We have Microsoft's Project X Cloud, which is currently in beta, but basically it lets gamers play their games anywhere on their phones, their computers, and tablets, even if they aren't near their Xbox. Now, Sony has similar plans and a similar service in the works. They're partnering with Microsoft's Azure Cloud to offer game streaming, but it's more short on details right now. There's not a lot of information on it. Currently, they do offer a PlayStation Now subscription service, which allows players to play games on their PS4 or their PC remotely, but it's not quite the same thing as Project X Cloud. And I will say, for what it's worth, Microsoft, the $1 trillion+ company, has shifted its focus from software and hardware to the cloud in recent years. So I feel a little bit more optimistic about game streaming, cloud game streaming with the Xbox Series X and the future of gaming with Microsoft, more so than Sony. With that said, I don't think it's gonna be too difficult for Sony to partner with Microsoft or Google or some other cloud provider and offer something similar to the PS5. But I would say right now, going into the holiday season, I feel more optimistic in this front with the Xbox Series X. And of course, the other really important factor for gamers will be the price. We don't know what the price will be for the Xbox Series X or PS5 just yet. The original PS4, though, it launched for $399, while the original Xbox One, it launched for $500. But since these new upcoming next-gen consoles have literally 4 times the processing power as the current generation consoles, we can expect them to cost a pretty penny. I think gamers really shouldn't be too surprised to see both the Xbox Series X and PS5 priced in the region of about $500. The Series X appears to be easier to mass produce than the PS5, and since the Xbox One was outpriced by the PS4, we might see Microsoft launch the Series X for a more palatable $399 price tag, but right now it's really anyone's guess. I've heard some talk that the PS5, the standard PS5, might be released for $600, but the reason why they released the digital edition without a disc drive was so that they can be priced at $500 to try and like make people switch to the digital edition, make it seem more appealing because it's cheaper. So it's possible we could see those prices, but I'm gonna try and be optimistic and say the Xbox Series X will be priced at $399 and the PS5, the standard PS5, will be at $499, and maybe the digital edition will be at $349. But that's where we stand in June of 2020, roughly 5 or 6 months away from when the consoles are expected to start shipping. We could very well see them delayed with the crazy current events going on these days. But I just wanted to get the conversation going, start talking about these consoles. I'm really excited. I want to ask the question, which console do you like more? Do you have plans to upgrade right away? Or are you gonna wait and see how things play out? Let me know in a comment down below. As always, I'm BoHD from PhoneDog.com. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you right back here in the next one, hopefully after I get a little bit of a haircut. See you guys.